target market. And the biggest, most important thing you can do before you start anything, before you go and put your idea out there, is decide on who are we trying to reach? Who is the audience? Who is the best customers for this particular product or this particular service or this idea that we're trying to put out there? And so many people make a critical mistake right at the beginning before you do anything. See, most people rush out and build a website. I don't even build a website until the web business starts making me money. I know it sounds totally bizarre, right? It's like when Robert Kiyosaki said, your house is not an asset. You know, this is the same thing. I never start a web business with a website. It's the biggest waste of money, the biggest waste of time, and I never ever do it for that reason. Because, you know, if you haven't worked out, first of all, who your target market is, then you know, you're gonna basically, your website's gonna be like, you know, out there on the internet. It's gonna generate no traffic. If it does generate traffic, it's not gonna convert anything because you're not speaking to anyone. Okay? Too many people say to me, my product is for everyone. So when I say, who's your target market? Who can buy your product? They say, oh, everybody can buy my product. And when people say that to me now, I know they're uneducated when it comes to business, when it comes to internet marketing and actually, you know, reaching and selling products online. Now, just because everybody could buy your product doesn't mean that you should market to every single body, because it's impossible to do. Okay, so what do? You need to get clear on the age of your demographic, of the market you're after, the gender, meaning if they male or female or both, okay, what they like, what they dislike, what pain or pleasure they have, okay, so what's motivating them to want to change, what's motivating them to want to buy your product, and normally that's from a pain. See, us humans, we basically just, we wait, most of us, until something is really, really wrong before we take any action. And if you know what's really, really wrong with your target market, okay, then you can talk to that pain, okay? And then what you do is you can, what we do is aggravate the pain, and then we provide the solution, which is your product or service. So, you know, even if you say, okay, Steve, I'm not sure, okay, I'm not sure who my target market is. I've got some people who are over the age of 65 who, you know, it's mainly females, and I'm helping them with my weight loss product or whatever. But then I've got 20-year-olds as well, Steve, so this product really does work for everyone. That's awesome. I'm happy for you that you've got a great product. But what we're going to suggest you do is choose a target market, okay, that you can market it to and create marketing for that particular target market. And you can always go and create a whole new marketing campaign for the women over 20 to 30 years old, for example, later, okay? But basically you want to choose one target market, and a lot of people call them different vertical markets. The jargon is vertical markets, okay? And I heard that from a friend of mine who does a lot of media buying, and I said, what's a vertical market? He said, Steve, a vertical market is a different group of people that could purchase your product. Let's say, for example, we have an internet marketing product that can make $10,000 a month, like this webinar. I could basically market it to people who are interested in building a web business, who already have expressed interest, and I know they're already interested in internet marketing. But I could also do it to property investors and say, hey, property investors, here's how you can generate more cash flow to build your property portfolio faster. And then they come to the webinar, and here it is. It's all about building a web business, but I've used the hook. I've hooked them in with something that appeals to them. How to grow your property portfolio faster using the internet. All right, for example. So basically, I would have two different campaigns set up for those two corresponding markets. Okay, that's what I would do. So what do you need to do? When it comes to age, let me just quickly say this. A lot of people go, my product suits people from 20 to 60, and that's not good. Okay, that market is too broad. And we want to really zero in, you know, around about a 15-year age bracket. So you might say my target market is 40 to 55, women 40 to 55. Well, you see this in the surveys. Whenever you do a survey, it said, are you under the age of 20? Are you 20 to 30 or 20 to 35 or 35 to 50 or 35 to 45, whatever? The more zeroed in you are, the more easier it becomes to sell. I know it looks like when you're choosing a target market that you're narrowing the focus, and it looks like it's not going to be as easy. It's not going to sell as many. But believe me, it's much, much easier when you're talking, when you know what is motivating that person, when you know what is driving them. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to focus on pain. Okay, when you're marketing, focus on pain, focus on pleasure, and you'll be very, very good. You'll get people's attention. So underneath that it says create a killer marketing hook. Now, this is the first thing we do. Choose a target market. So you say my people is people over the age of 40 to 55 looking to build an internet business. They're predominantly female, and they dislike working in their job. They hate the fact that they can see that they're not going to have money in retirement, so they're looking for another way. They don't want to spend a lot of money on buying a franchise or buying a business because they don't have that sort of money, or they don't want to risk that. They don't want to work in a job. They want to have a lifestyle. They want to be retired. They want to be free. They want to be financially free, and basically they want to make $10,000 a month or more, so they can do that. They can travel. They can do this and this and this, right? So basically, you can see from what I've just said there that I understand my target market, what motivates them. I know that they're motivated because they're overwhelmed. I know they're overwhelmed because they get bombarded with different things. They're not focused. They don't follow a formula. They're all over the place. Or they've just gotten started. They're not technical, so they're worried about the technical skills. So all of these things dictate the way I will market to that particular audience. I'm aware of all of it. And what's really, really good is if you are the target market, it's always great to create a product for them. So when I started out, I remember what it feels like to start out. Like we got Kim here, Lynn saying that it was Mary that said, I just want to make an income like you and travel around the world. Yeah, I remember when I was sitting in the audiences and getting the emails and doing all of that stuff. So I know that target market, and if you know that target market, fantastic, even better, you're going to be ahead of the game. So create a killer marketing hook that instantly grabs their attention. Let's have a look at some examples, guys. So get your pens and pads out. Let's write down some of these. Have a think about who this would be targeted to. Attention, high-flying, single career women. 5 steps to get the man of your dreams. Okay, so most people who get into the dating market, right? They get into the dating market and they'll create a marketing hook like, how to get any man you want in 5 steps. But they're not zeroing in on a particular target market. Here we've got high-flying single career women. All right, and getting your target market in the beginning of your marketing hook is a very, very easy way to get their attention. Okay, 5 steps to getting the man of your dreams. Any high-flying single career woman who was feeling a bit lonely, who was, basically looking for the man of her dreams but too busy to get out there, she's definitely going to click on that. Another one, attention personal trainers, how to double your bookings and triple your earnings. Okay, so who's that for? Personal trainers who want to make more money. Now, we know from a couple of people who are in the personal training niche, the average personal trainer will make, $20,000, $30,000 a year. They want to make more money, but they have trouble getting clients. Okay?